Welcome back to Say No To Lashon Hara, Day 8. This project has been sponsored anonymously until the end of the month of June in merit of a complete refuah shlema for Chana Bat Semafega. The Chafetz Chaim writes that a person should be cognizant of the fact that Lashon Hara in many ways is unlike so many other negative behaviors. Even though these other behaviors also can destroy a person's sensitivity, his soul, his moral fabric, but Lashon Hara is in a league of its own. When a person speaks Lashon Hara, there's a specific negative commandment that the Torah told him to do that he now is ignoring. Lo telech rachil be'amecha. You should not go as a peddler amongst your people. Peddlers would go from city to city selling their wares, and a person who has a good bit of gossip goes from table to table at a wedding, from group to group at a simcha. Did you hear? Do you know? Did you see? And that person is unwittingly, so to speak, breaking this rule of lo telech rachil be'amecha. Imagine as an example, if this sin, stated specifically in the Torah, was the same as eating pig, or as driving a car down Fifth Avenue on Shabbat in front of everybody. No one would do that. And yet, Lashon Hara somehow does not get the same attention or the same sensitivity. The Chafetz Chaim therefore ensures that we understand that the sin of Lashon Hara is not just Lo telech rachil be'amecha. It actually has many positive and negative commandments that happen when a person speaks Lashon Hara at the same time. The damage he does is listed by all of those positive and negative commandments that we are going to learn about in the coming days. But number one, it's important to remember Lashon Hara applies when information is true. It applies whether the person is there or he's not there. He doesn't know, he'll never know, it's just between us, still asur. The Torah also not only prohibited speaking Lashon Hara, but also listening to it and accepting it. So the fact that someone else spoke Lashon Hara, but I just heard it, I just listened. Do I believe it? Yeah, he is that type of guy, So I would think that the Torah told me not to speak Lashon Hara, but there's also an isur, a prohibition in the Torah of listening to Lashon Hara that someone says and accepting that it's true. So when we look at these sins that a person transgresses, the positive and negatives, the ones that we're going to discuss, what we're going to understand is in each scenario, which sin, which positive, which negative commandment we're transgressing. I kind of feel like if we were able to feel like we were breaking a mitzvah, when we were just talking, we were just chatting, we would start to realize, oh my gosh, if I say this, then there's two averot like that. If I say something else, then there's one positive commandment that I'm ignoring on this side. We would start to be a little bit more careful in the way that we speak. And the last thing that we understand is that not only does Lashon Hara count for its own averot, in other words, lo telech rachil be'amecha, makere eu basater, which we'll see soon, hitting someone in a way where it's hidden, which the Gemara explains is an allusion to Lashon Hara. We'll see all of this in the coming days. But aside from the Lashon Hara averot that a person gets when they speak Lashon Hara, the person also breaks so many Torah laws that express the concepts and the ideas behind Ben Adam Khaviro, the mitzvot that apply between man and his fellow man. Lashon Hara destroys all of those things. The Chafetz Chaim explains that if a person starts to see what Lashon Hara really is about, you'll see that not only does it break the laws of Lashon Hara and the many mitzvot that are attached to it, and not only does it destroy Ben Adam Khaviro, all the fences that the Torah put up, but we will begin to see that Lashon Hara also destroys a person's relationship with God himself.